Hello everyone! So 2017 will be over in like 7 hours. So I figured it was time that I did my wrap up of the rest of this year that I haven't done so far, which is basically both November and December. I only got to read like 3 books, but you know, it was a busy time of the year. This whole semester actually has been really busy, but I still read 3 books, so I'm kind of proud, but at the same time kind of sad and disappointed. Basically, this video is just shaming myself for all the books that I didn't read, and telling you the TBR of what I kind of hope to read in January. Let's just go with that. Alright, moving on. Starting with the books that I did read, the first book was Our Dark Duet by Victoria Schwab. Why did I look at it? I should know the author by now. I'm really in love with her writing, and because of this, I really hope to read more books of her for you know, this coming year. Our Dark Duet is the sequel to This Savage Song, which I really enjoyed, so it only makes sense that I would enjoy this even more. It's a duology, if I'm correct. I'm pretty sure it's a duology. From the way it ended, it seemed like it would be a duology. The next book I read in the past 2 months was One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus. I think I talked about this in the TBR that I had for November in my last video, and I got to it. I think I got to it in December, but still, I got to it. And I really, really enjoyed it. I put this as one of my top books of 2017, so that tells you how much I enjoyed it. Give it a 5 out of 5 stars. Loved the suspense it had, the stereotypical characters for like the main characters wasn't as overwhelming as it seemed like it might have been. Like, it actually really fit for this book, so it wasn't just like, oh, cliches all around. No, there were actual like surprises, and it was just really cool. I liked it. And then the final book that I read for this year, but also December, was One Dark Throne by Kendra Blake. Second book to her series. I read her first book last year, which was 3 Dark Crowns, so when I got to this book, I really enjoyed it. I think I gave it 4 out of 5 stars though, just because it seemed to take me forever to read, and it wasn't that it was dragging, I think it was just not really grabbing me at some moments. Like, there were a lot of different elements that I couldn't really remember because it had been so long since I read the first book, so it took me a little bit to remember everything that went on, but once I did, you know, it was fine. It was great. Moving on to the books that I want to read for January. So I don't really know about other colleges' schedule and stuff, but for me, school doesn't start until like the 16th, so I'm going to have at least 13 more days being home, and that's great, in my opinion, which means I have nothing else to do except read. I'll pack at some point, but like really, I'm gonna have a lot of free time. The book I'm currently reading is Hunting Prince Dracula by Carrie Maniscalco, and that is the sequel to her first book, which was Stalking Jack the Ripper, which I read at the beginning of this year. And I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm not even halfway done, so I'm not even like 100 pages in. But, like I said, I really do like it so far. I didn't realize that it would actually be connected to her first book, because the way it seemed was just like another type of that book. Like, it was the same genre. It may be like the same sort of plot with a woman being as the main character. I didn't realize it would be the same characters, and like what happened in the first book would actually go into the second book, which that was really surprising, pleasant-wise. And so yeah, really, really glad that she did that. And the next book that I really want to get to is Salt to the Sea by Ruta Sepetys. This was a huge hit either this past year or I think even the year before. I think it was the year before. And I never got to it, and you know, I've been wanting to read it for a while, and I finally bought it at Books A Million for like $5 because, you know, bargain price books are great. It's a historical fiction, and that's all I really know about it. I know there's a really gruesome scene at some point, which has to do, like, with mothers throwing their babies off the sides of boats to other people to save them. I don't know, something like that. I don't really know when it's placed. I want to say, like, World War II-ish. It says 1945, so I don't remember the dates, but I think that might be around World War II. Please correct me if I'm wrong, though, because I can't remember dates. I'm awful with dates. But, yeah, I'm really excited to finally be getting to this book. At the moment, those are really the only two books that I want to talk about. I did buy some other books. I haven't bought many books this year because college and, you know, trying to budget my money. Plus, a lot of the books that I haven't read yet are still with me at college, so I don't have those to reference from. I know I definitely want to try to get to AquaWar, but that's going to be in another video that I have planned to film, just because I haven't filmed so many videos this year. I do want to film at least like 3 or 4 today. Also, I am doing the biannual Bibliothon, which will start on like January 20th or something like that. So I'm trying to come up with a TBR at the moment. So that's going to be at least 5 more books to add. So, you know, we'll see what happens. I'm not even sure what's going to happen. So that's all I want to talk about in this video. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time.